Hey everyone, Sean here from Tesla Family. It's mid-May here in central Maryland, and look at all of this pollen that's accumulated on my Tesla solar panels. Well, that's got to impact production, right? Let's climb up there, take a closer look at the pollen. I'll show you how that pollen has impacted production for today. A pretty much mostly sunny day today. I don't think we had hardly any clouds. We'll clean the panels here once the sun goes down and the panels are cool. And then tomorrow, we have another mostly sunny day, and I'll show you the production for tomorrow after the pollen has been cleaned off. Should be a pretty fun experiment. Let's check it out. All right, let's take a closer look at these panels here. There is a lot of pollen up here. Look at this. Super thick. The pollen is so thick, you can write letters on it. In fact, it's so thick I almost have to double back here in some of these letters. But we should be able to clean these off with my quick and easy cleaning method. I've actually cleaned the panels before. Check out a link to the video above on my solar panel cleaning video that I put together 2 years ago. But here's my 20 panel array facing south, and over there 4 panels facing west, all covered in pollen. Take a look here at the Tesla Energy app on our iPad. We can see that solar production is just about shut down for the day. It's 7:30 p.m. here, and we only have 100 watt hours of solar being pulled from the panels. I am charging my Model 3 at about half the full power of my wall connector. So that's drawing 6 kilowatts, and so we're providing that power with 5 kilowatts from the power wall and then the balance from the grid. But we're going to go ahead and go outside and wash the panels now that the sun has pretty much set here, and the panels should be nice and cooled down, and see if we can get that pollen off. All right, we're just going to do a very simple jet setting here on our garden hose and get some water up on there and try to get off most of that pollen. You know, it's probably not going to be 100% clean, but it's a lot safer to be cleaning the panels here from the ground rather than climbing on ladders and getting up there and trying to scrub them off. We'll have to see how effective this is by looking at the comparison of production today versus tomorrow after the panels are clean. Here we go. All right, I've got the south-facing 20 finished here. You can see the shine from the water. Still, the panel's still being wet. Again, they're probably not perfectly clean, but hopefully we got a good bit of the pollen off. Next, I'm going to be moving over to these 4 here. That'll be a little bit harder to get, but we should be able to get the hose up there. All right, here is the production for day 1, which is the day where we had all that pollen on the solar panels. 42.4 kilowatt hours. That's a pretty good production day, despite having that layer of pollen on the panels. You can see here, not a perfect bell curve. There were a little bit of several little sharp dips in and out here, and that's just because there was some low cumulus clouds that were over the house today. As opposed to just having a completely cloud-free day, we just had a few little low cumulus. I think we're expecting that again tomorrow, so conditions should be very similar. But we did clean the panels this evening, so hoping to see a pretty good jump in solar production due to that effort of cleaning the panels this evening. 23% of our solar today went to powering our home, and that includes a good chunk of it here this evening charging my car. 15% went to charging up Powerwall. earlier this morning, and then 63% of the energy that I produced today went right back into the grid, earning me credits to be used in the future, or even right now here in the evening. We'll check back in tomorrow. I'll probably run up on the ladder and see how clean the panels really got there from spraying the water from the ground. Hopefully it did a pretty good job, and then of course we'll do a comparison of our production tomorrow to see again how effective that cleaning was. All right, it is the next day, about 10:30 a.m. So good morning to you out there. We've cleaned the panels last night. They were looking a lot better than they did yesterday, at least from the ground. Let's head up the ladder and take a closer look. And then after that, we will compare our daily amount of production with the cleaner panels today to yesterday, where they were covered with pollen. All right, so here's the panels, and yeah, they're looking a lot cleaner today. We actually can see the individual cells at least. Yesterday they were completely covered with pollen. There's still some pollen here on the edges, but I don't think it's a big deal, and they're not perfectly clean, but that definitely should allow for better production today, I would say. You know, there could be some pollen still in the air that's still falling lightly on the panels. And we have clear skies today, no lower clouds like we did yesterday, so that could help as well. Although there is a thin veil of higher level cloudiness, or what could actually be some long range wildfire smoke moving over central Maryland here, and that could potentially slightly impact our production today. That panel over there was a lot harder to get from the ground. Just can't get that hose pressure up there to reach it all the way. And taking a look at our app, we're already at 5 kilowatts right now. So pulling down some really nice solar here at 10:38 this morning. Already produced 8.6 kilowatt hours, and we are using our energy right now to replenish or recharge our power wall and sending the rest to our home to power our home. All right, here's a side-by-side comparison from my Tesla solar app following cleaning the pollen off my solar panels. On the left, we've got before the pollen was cleaned off. And on the right here, we've got the day following the quick cleaning of my solar panels with the garden hose. Taking a look really at the solar generation, we can see that we're up a little more than 3 kilowatt hours. That's great. I'm pretty sure that cleaning off the solar panels did help, at least for a portion of that increase. Although looking at both of the graphs side by side, we can see the choppiness of the graph on the left. And that's likely due mainly to some of the lower clouds that were in the area, blocking some of the sun's potential from reaching my panels. Although some of that could actually be from the pollen. 42.4 kilowatt hours there on May 17th, and we bumped up to 45.5 kilowatt hours on Thursday, May 18th, following cleaning the panels. On the 18th, we have a really nice looking bell curve of solar production. Even though we had that thin veil of high clouds or wildfire smoke over the area, I guess what we can tell from this is that higher clouds really don't impact solar production all that much, at least in the smoothness of the production curve. We can look at power production. On the left, we see that 6.5 kilowatts was our maximum power produced, even with pollen on the panels. But on the 18th, the image on the right, our maximum power was 6.1 kilowatts. So maybe those high clouds or wildfire smoke does actually impact some of the solar energy from reaching my panels. Well, I guess the takeaway here is that cleaning your solar panels should at least help your solar production by even a small margin. I was expecting something more like a 10 kilowatt hour jump after cleaning my panels, but despite the panels being covered in pollen on day one, we can see that solar energy was reaching the panels and producing solar energy for my home, which is great. Quite a bit different than having snow on my panels. Definitely check out the video linked above to see how a winter storm impacts my solar production. All right, that's all I have for the video today. Hopefully you enjoyed the cool little experiment. Go ahead and give the video a like if you also thought this was a neat experiment. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified when Tesla Family posts more videos. And leave a comment below if you have a comment or question on this experiment, on my solar panels or Powerwall, or really anything related to this video or any of my other videos. All right, catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching the video. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe to Tesla Family channel for free here on YouTube. We really appreciate all of our subscribers and everyone who watches our videos. If you have a question, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you soon. Check out all of our other videos and playlists. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Use my referral link when you order Tesla products like Tesla Solar Roof or solar panels or vehicles, and you can earn credits upon activation of your solar system or delivery of your vehicle that you can redeem for awards in the Tesla referral shop.